Hello children, welcome back to the topic HTML. We continue with the next part. If you have missed the previous part, need not worry. Go through the link, I have given it below. You just click it and you can get back the chapter. So, till now we have seen few tags, that is how to write an HTML code with HTML tag, head tag, title tag and body tag. You all know we should start with HTML tag for writing the HTML code, and it will be followed by the head and the title. You'll have seen that in the previous video, and we have also seen how to save the file and how to execute the file on the browser. So today we will continue with the other tags that are H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6, and we will also see the different types of attributes of body tag, P tag. So let's begin. We were talking about H1 tag, H2 tag, H3 tag. So what are these tags? We will see it in the practical session. Like writing style will be like this. You'll have seen how I write it, right? When H1, this is an heading. In H2 also I have given the same thing, H3, H4, H5, H6 and the body. After writing this tag, we will be saving it and we will execute it. And children, after executing, we will be seeing this type of output. And we have this code. I'll copy it from here so that I need not write it again and again. Control C. And you all are aware, for writing the code we need to have an editor, that is my notepad. We'll paste it over here and I'll save this file, save as. I'll save all my files on the desktop so that I can easily get it. You can save it in the folder also. So let's give the name. This is my second lesson, so part 2 dot HTML extension. Save. After saving the file, as you are aware, I'll minimize it so that I can edit it. And here the file is, see, it's given part 2. I'll double click rather, and here it is. This is an heading in 1, that means this is the H1 heading, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. See, it's so small, H6 one, right? So in our page, if we need to put any heading, we can use these tags. So let's see it. So these are my tags. Right children? Hope you'll have understood. So I'll remove this. I'll keep a heading of H3 and ending will be H3, and let's give the heading welcome to my page, right? And I'll also give the title welcome to my page. So this title will come on the Explorer title bar and this will be appearing on the screen. That is the body of the HTML page, right? Let's see it. I need to save it. So for saving it, we'll click file menu and click save. It has saved, and I'll go back to my browser and I'll click, or rather I'll press F5. So here's it is. Welcome to my page. I'll go back. Now children, I'll write the body. Okay, so you know, I copy the body from here so that I need not type again and again. My favorite, what is a notepad? Let's copy this, Control C, and I'll close it and paste it. So here we are, what is a notepad, and it's given like this. Okay, now let's save it, save, and we'll see F5. Fine children, so here it is. Now children, you might have seen I am just shuffling from one window to another. For doing this, I am using a shortcut key, and for going to the previous window, I'll be using Alt Tab, and for saving the file, I'll use the shortcut key Alt F and S. Right children? So if you are using the shortcut key, it will be easier for you to edit the page. Okay, fine. Now children, in today's lesson children, you will be seeing the attributes of the tag. Now children, what is an attribute? So attributes are another, you can say it is a characteristics of the tags. Okay, a tag will have an attribute. An attribute is divided into two parts, that is name and the value. Name is this align one, and the value is left. Okay children, okay, fine. So let's start. We will come back to the p tag children. So first come the body tag, so we'll edit the body tag. We'll put some attribute in the body tag. So let's see what are the attributes of the body tag. So here we are children. I'll show you, I'll discuss first, then I'll use these, right? So these are the certain attributes which are commonly used for the body tag. Now what are these? A link. Now children, as I have said, your HTML is hypertext markup language, and it's a collection of hyperlinks children, right? So A link stands for active link. Active link means the link, I have given a text, and that text is linked to some other file or some other destination. So I can change the specific color for that particular text. So that will be done by A link. We will be seeing this down the line children. Then come background, right? The background is for the image. Suppose children, in the body of the page, right? This is my page, and I want the image to appear at the background, right? So I'll be using the attribute called background. Then children, if I want to change the background color, so for that I have BG color. And one more thing children, here the color spelling will be COLOR, not UR. Always remember, right? Then comes children link. Again, this is the unvisited link of the particular document. You can change the color as you wish. We will write down that. Now here it is. Another one is my text, and this is very important because we have talked about the background color. Now I want to change the font color of my text which will appear on the document, right? So for that I'll have this attribute called text, and then it's v-link children. Again, suppose if we have clicked on a certain link, we definitely want some change should happen. Like we can mark out, okay, I have visited these many links, so I can change the color accordingly. So it will be dependent on the developer who is developing the page. According to his wish, he can change the color. Whatever color he wish, he can put there, right? Okay children, so let's change it. So we'll go back to the notepad children. Let's minimize this and we'll go back to the notepad. Okay, fine. Now we will have the tags over here, the body tag. And children, as I have said, the attributes are the characteristics of the tags. So the attribute will be always written inside the angular bracket over here. This is my angular bracket children, and it will always be written in the inside of the angular bracket of the start tag, right? Not in the end tag. So the first thing what I'll do, let's change the background color. Okay, I'll change it. As I have said, it is BGCOLOR, and my favorite background color, I don't know whose favorite it is, but it is my favorite. This is a black color. Everybody will see what happens, sir, why you have given the black color, but you will see this will look very nice, children. Black, right? And as I have given black here, the spelling, okay, BG color, okay, BG color equal to black, fine. Now children, let's see it. Save. Okay, I have saved the file, and as I have said, let's go to the browser. Okay, I have come to the browser, children, by Alt Tab. Okay, now I'll press F5. Oh my god, what happened? The entire body has turned to black. Now children, this has become black. Now I want the text to appear over here, but it's not showing. That doesn't mean the text is not there. The text is also in black color by default. So we'll change it, children. We'll go back by using Alt Tab. Okay, now I'll give the text is equal to, in double quotes, which color we'll give? Text, let's put some light color, lime. Okay, so text is equal to lime, and save it. Alt F and S, saved. And we'll go back to the browser by Alt Tab. So here's my browser. Press F5. Here we are. Now it is looking nice, isn't it, children? Okay, so children, see what is Notepad, and Notepad is a basic text editing program. It's given over here, right, children? So let's proceed. Again, we'll go back to the editing mode of Notepad. Now children, I was seeing it has appeared. Okay, the Notepad, it is written like this, and the Notepad is a basic text editing. It has come over here, and in the previous video I have said we will put a tag, that is a BR tag. It's for break. Okay, but today we will see a new tag, that is my P tag. Okay, so P stands for paragraph, so we are dividing it into a paragraph. Let's do it. P, and I'll give over here /P, and P tag is a container tag, children. Container tag, as I have discussed, it will always have a start tag and a end tag, right? So P is my container tag, so we need to close the tag, right, with the /sign. Why this line is coming below? Let's put it over here so that it will be properly aligned over here in the editing mode. Okay, now children, we'll save this file. Save. As I have said, whatever change we'll do, we need to save it. We'll go back and we'll press F5. So it has come like that, children. The same thing has happened. What is Notepad is in different paragraph, and Notepad is a basic text editing document. It is in the next line. So we have used the P tag. Now let's see, we'll increase the paragraph content by copying the same line and paste it. Children, you can write something sensible. Okay, here we are just copying and pasting it for the practice session, right? Okay, so here we are, same thing I have pasted. Okay, now let's save it. File, save. Okay, and go back to the session. F5. Okay, so here we are. Now children, we'll again, for the P tag we have seen. Okay, now children, what we'll do, yeah, we have one more example to show you. that is the BG color, the black one I'll remove now. Over here I'll put some image, and as I've said, for putting up with image we'll use the attribute background. Right? And children, now over here one more thing I'd like to say. While giving the value for the attribute, children, it is a good programming habit, you enclose it into double quotes. This double inverted comma is known as double quotes in programmatical term, right children? It is not recommended for single word for the value, but if your value contains 2 words, children, which you will be seeing down the line, then it is very mandatory to have this double quotes enclosed. Otherwise, if like in this text we have only line and it is a single word for the value, children, we may or may not give this double quotes. But in the picture, children, we will have 2 words. Why 2 words? Because the file name and the extension, right? So we need to give this background value into double quotes. So which image we'll put? Let's see we have an image or not. We'll see the desktop, we'll check it out. Okay, I have an image. Here it is. This image file name is light, right? Okay, so I'll have this image as a background of my page. Now children, when I talk about the background of the page, that means it will appear at the background of the text, and the text will appear on the foreground of the image, on the top of the image, right? So let's put light, IGHT, light. And children, by the picture I know it is a JPG file, so I'll give the extension .jpg, right? Double quotes closed, and save it. Okay, fine. Now children, over here we have saved the file, and we will test it on the browser by going back using the shortcut key Alt Tab. Let's go back to the browser and press F5. Here we are. Right children, now you can see over here the image again, it has appeared over here. Now that is not in the hand of the developer, right? It depends upon the image, children. If the image is in lesser size, it will be like this, and if it is in larger size, so it can cover the entire screen, children, right? Fine. So here we are with the image. Is it clear? I hope it is clear. Okay, go back again. So here the image is, we have all seen. Once again we'll see it. Okay, so here come. So if it is required, it all depends upon the developer, children. If the requirement comes, okay, I need to have an image as the background of the page, so I can use the background attribute of the body tag. Now one more thing I'd like to discuss, children. Whenever we are putting up with an image, children, right, for the particular file, always remember your image file should reside in the same place where you are saving this coding file. If you are saving it in the in the desktop, right, it should be over there. Or if you have kept the file in some of the folders, right, your specific folder, you need to save the image first, or you need to pick the image from any location and keep it over there, right? What will happen? You will not need to put the path. Otherwise, if the image is in some other location, you all need to put the path over here, like C drive and so on. So we will not go into that, right? We'll simply keep the image where we have kept the file. Is it clear, children? So let's go back and okay, fine, we have this. So for time being we'll remove it, and I'll keep my favorite background color, that is black. Okay, BG color is equal to black. Okay, save it and test it. Okay, I'm back. Right, children? And one more thing, children, this over here I have given the color name directly, right? But your file, what it will do, it will change this color name into hexadecimal code, and it will give you the color. we can also directly write down the hexadecimal code over here, right? Like if I want black, or like not change the black because black will have an hexadecimal code 000. I'll make it okay, white. I know for the white, again black and white is easy to remember the hexadecimal code, and for the black it is 000. If I put 0000 6 zeros, so it will be black, and if I put same 6F, right, 6F, and it will be my white color. Let's see it, hash, and always it will be prefixed with hash. 6F, that is okay, FF 2 4 5 6. Let's save it. Okay, I have saved it. Okay, fine. Now I'll execute it. See, it's white, children. Okay, now we'll come to the p tag and we'll change the alignment. Let's see what happens over here. Align is equal to, right, okay, F5. See, it has gone to the right side. Now you can understand the align attribute, children. We will have align. Align is equal to same. I'll keep it right. Okay, right. Okay, now save it. Save, and again alt tab, go to the browser, press F5. See, it's right align, children. Now you can understand why the attributes are so important, children. Now children, I'll have over here 2 more attributes of body tag, and it's very important, children. That is my margins, right? That is left margin, top margin, left margin. Left margin, okay. And children, I'll keep this margin to 60. Okay, 60. This stands for pixel, children. Left margin will be 60, space, and I'll keep the top margin. Okay, let's write on top margin RGIN. Top margin is equal to, I'll keep this 70 pixel, children. Okay, okay, now let's save it. Save, and let's see it has made any difference or not. Okay, here it is, children. So children, we can simply say that we can design the page in a very beautiful manner by using the tags and their attributes, children, right? So by this lesson, children, you can understand what the tags are and how the attribute will behave with certain tags, and with the help of the attribute and the tags, how we can design the page very beautifully. So this much is there for the particular lesson, children. Take care and stay well.